Hey everyone, it's Megan Elizabeth with AboveRubiesStudio.com. Thanks for joining me for today's Tuesday tutorial. This is a holiday tutorial because it's getting close to Christmas time. I have so many Christmas projects that I want to do. There's a card I want to make. There's like so much stuff on my Christmas list yet of stuff to make and do and whatever, that like the 12 days wasn't long enough to show you everything. So hopefully I can squeeze in a few more things as we go. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the scrapbook layout. I just took a piece of paper layers and my gypsy. This is actually called Happy Dots Trendy Holiday. And I'll show you guys everything that I cut out. Everything I cut out was actually from the new Cricut art booking cartridge. I love it because there's all kinds of different overlays and backgrounds and different phrases and sayings, and there's really cute little icons and everything. So you can really do a lot with it for scrapbooking and card making and just have a lot of fun with it. And I use my gypsy to lay out what I am working on. And if you take a look, I'll show you guys how it all laid out on here. I cut out 2 of the reindeer. I cut out a couple of the overlays in a 4-inch square size, some Christmas trees, and then I'm just going to use the different elements on my scrapbook layout. So what I am doing is just a little bit of something. And I also wanted to show you, my Cricut mat was entirely too sticky for how delicate this was, so I ripped it. I wasn't being slow and patient and cautious. It cut beautifully, but I ripped it right off the overly sticky mat. Never a good idea. Not something I highly recommend doing. But I wanted to show you guys what I was putting together. This is just a white cardstock background, really simple. I took a sheet of, this was paper I was using all 12 days long, off and on. I want to say, no, I can't remember who it's by. Oh, isn't that awful? I use it like all the time and I can't remember who it's by, but it is in one of the Christmas kits available still at craftycorner.com. 1 sheet of paper layers for all the cutouts, and then I took from the Happy Dots Perfect Gems collection, I took the little corner out of the black to do like a little journal card. So this is what we're doing. Have a picture all ready to go. We're going to accent it up, and I'm going to show you guys like how to cover up Cricut mistakes as well. Like if your Cricut does, if you know, you rip it by accident somehow, or you know, it doesn't turn out exactly right. There's a couple ways to kind of camouflage it without having to recut. Now there's times you're just gonna have to go ahead and recut it out, and that's the end of it. But for the most part, I'm gonna show you guys ways to camouflage. So I'm kind of breaking this out as a paper layer sheet. You know, I'm kind of using that block format in this to create my layout, to create my design. I am going to use my Tombow Mono multi-glue for gluing down my little snowflake overlays. And I'm going to do them kind of in opposing corners here. I think I made that too high still. I hope I can get this off, because, oh, it's high tack. It'll come off a little bit. I'm going to rip it some. So I used the glue glider high tack, which is pretty darn strong, but because of the type of paper I used it on, I can just apply a little bit more down. You can see it ripped it up a little bit. I should have been a little more careful. I made it too high. I thought I had enough room, but I don't. I need it so that my snowflake overlays stay on my white so that it does what I want it to do. Okay, I'm going to use my Tombow Mono multi-glue to adhere down my little snowflakes, and I'm just going to go kind of as fine as I can along the edges. It's a very delicate shape. Again, this is from the art booking cartridge. If you're interested in getting these, they are available through AboveRubiesStudio. There's a little close to my heart link. I am a close to my heart consultant right now. Loving it a ton. Building a downline to help other consultants become successful and train them in successful goal setting and business building skills. And would love to have any one of you on board, especially this time of year. We're getting ready to start the brand new By Megan Elizabeth website. You guys can go over and sign up for that right now. Get the free goal setting website course. Get the free goal setting course is what I'm trying to say on the website. And there's a lot more to come very, very soon. The course isn't quite ready yet, but it'll be ready for the new year, and we're going to have so much fun with it. So there's that part. You can just see how cute these overlays look. And they look adorable on card fronts and then doing like a full 12 by 12 size as well. So I'm making kind of a mess with this, but you know, it happens. I ripped this one too. Like my Cricut mat was so sticky, it just ripped the paper. Like the paper was still on the mat. I was not being careful at all. I just was like, rip. It happens. It's savable though. I didn't have to recut it. I could have, but I thought, you know, we all have these issues. Why recut it? I'd rather show you guys the mistake of it and how to fix it or how to make it work, or a couple ideas on how to make it work anyway. So we're going to place this one down in this side. I'm just going to create kind of a fun little scene. I thought it'd be cute to do some like tone on tone, white on white snowflakes, and then bling them up a little bit with Viva Decor and sparkle lights. Do a combination of the two. This picture's horrible. My eyes are closed, but I love the way the kids look in it, and it is from last Christmas, and it's kind of one of the only ones we have by the Christmas tree. So even though I'm kind of squinty, was tickling Benson, I still like it. I'm using it. It's what real life was for us. So we have this picture and I'm using it. I'm going to use these to cover up some of the, like there's an outlet there in the corner. So sometimes like using other die cuts cover up, you know, unwanted elements in photos without cropping it down any further or cutting it down any further. And we're going to do Merry and Bright right on top of there. And then we just need to adhere everything down, and then we're going to cover up our little mistakes and finalize the accents in just a second here. Sheets of different color papers out to get all my different colors on one page. I could use one page and an accent, you know, background paper or whatever to get all of my die cuts that I needed, all the different color layers I needed in one shot. Saves so much paper and time because you're not loading in 8 different sheets on your cutting mat. You're just putting one down and you're good to go. You know what? I'm going to round the corners of this. I'm going to use my 1/2 inch corner round setting. I already put adhesive on here, so hopefully it doesn't stick too bad. But that gives it a little extra finishing edge, finishing touch. Go right in the corner of that pink. Coordinates together very well. Now I get asked a lot of questions about my glue glider and the refills that I like. I am forever going to be an extreme tack girl. That is my favorite by far. You get the least amount of adhesive in a roll of extreme tack because of its thickness. And it's not as easy. It's like a little bit more of a learned release because it's so tacky. You have to kind of learn how to release it from what you're working on a little bit differently. And then my next favorite is definitely the PermaTack, followed by the repositionable and then the high tack. They're all, I'm not gonna lie, they're all excellent, excellent quality adhesives. Glue Arts is an industrial adhesive company. They are incredible with what they do. They're an incredible company to work for. And I just recommend it to pretty much anybody and everybody. But my favorite is the extreme tack and the number of surfaces that you're working on. But when it comes to like paper crafting and the everyday stuff that most of you guys, I think, that watch my videos at home do, the PermaTack is most likely going to be the way you want to go. So I recommend for those getting started with the Glue Glider Pro, pick up your PermaTack cartridges first, then your extreme tack cartridges for your extra uses, and then you can always have high tack on hand. That's, you know, whatever. For whatever it's worth, whatever works for you. I wanted to just throw that out there to you guys. So I'm going to grab a couple different colors of sparkle lights. And we're going to use sparkle lights to cover up some of our, I guess you could say, snafus. Aren't exactly the way we want them to be. And I use the extreme tack especially on my sparkle lights, but you can use pretty much any one of the cartridges. Just press them down on the end. Make sure you advance it forward. So you're gonna have to like almost place it kind of down a little bit and then like roll it up your finger. So you advance it forward so that adhesive keeps coming off. But this way I'm not messing with a wet adhesive that's making a mess on things for me. And then I have like, you know, that ring of adhesive around my rhinestone or around my sparkle light or whatever it is I'm working on. It's the exact amount that I need. So, but even the white ones just scattered on here. It looks so cute. And you could do a couple big ones and a couple small ones. The sparkle lights are almost completely sold out in the Above Ruby Studio store. Once they're gone, they're literally gone forever. So are all the ink edgers, the chipboard stickers. The entire Megan Elizabeth line is being discontinued. Everything. So if there's something that you really want, if it says it's out of stock, as far as the Megan Elizabeth product line goes, that means all the embellishments, all of that stuff, it's out of stock forever. And it won't be coming back, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I'm going to be focusing on a lot of other things. The direction of doing the product line is something I just wanted to change focuses on a little bit. It's been definitely more than a dream come true to have the experience of doing everything that happened, to get my own product line, to designing it, to working with the manufacturers, to, I mean, literally everything that had to happen and come into place for the sparkle lights, for the ink edgers. So blessed by it. But really it's the right choice in the time in life to just be, you know, focused on just a few things and focused on the things that matter most with the new baby on the way and everything else. I couldn't continue expanding the product line the way I want to at this time, so I thought it would just be better to take a break from doing the Megan Elizabeth product line, focus on the Above Ruby Studio website, which isn't going anywhere, and the Megan Elizabeth website that just got started, and help more people. I really truly believe that the Megan Elizabeth website is a lot more of my calling to help others, and that's always been my passion. I don't feel that as much as I love, you know, my paper layers and rhinestones and all that stuff, they don't make the impact on people's lives like I've wanted to have, and feel that God has given me the ability to have through other channels. So we're going to be switching gears. So that's what's going on there. All right, this layout is finished, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed today's Tuesday tutorial. Scrapbook layout done in under 15 minutes with design time and cutting out. It probably took about 20 minutes just to get everything off of my cutting mat, and since I had so much struggle with it. But it shouldn't take you longer than 20-25 minutes at the most to recreate this. If you're looking to, you can add a little bit of journaling. I would use a white gel pen for that. You could even add some Viva Decor if you wanted to and have some fun with it. Thanks guys again for watching. Enjoy the moments. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season and remembering to enjoy the moments this holiday season and not getting caught up in all of the hype of everything that gets so crazy this time of year. I'll see you guys really soon. Bye-bye.